Rex, what are your thoughts on getting a third straight win and a road win in the division?
And it feels great. Winning on the road is hard, in this league, every Sunday. So, getting a big win and the away game just feel good.
What do you think about the way Joe Flacco played on the other side? Just your thoughts?
I feel like he did a good job, though, man. He was making some good calls, and, there's a lot of quick passes coming from him. We knew that coming in, they would get the ball out quick, not hold on the ball. So, at the end of the day, we got to win. That's all that matters.
Overall, how would you rate the defense's performance? Obviously, there was outside of the long ball to the long catch and run by Elijah. There wasn't much, but how do you think the defense did as a whole?
I feel like we did okay. Always room for improvement. So, we're just going to watch film and see what we did wrong or what they executed on and, just get back in the lab and do our work.
What were your thoughts on the rookie Elijah Moore today?
I talked to him after the game. He can be special in this league, man. He's a smaller guy, quick guy. He made some tough catches out there, and, I respect his game.
It's got to be something coming from you. I thought you said you only usually talk to the quarterback.
I did. I talked to him. He said, I guess he trained out there with Gold Feet, so he said he come to Florida. He'd be watching me, so I ended up giving him his props.
How confident are you that when the offense can deliver 24 points, you guys can do enough to produce victories as a defense?
I'm very confident, man. I feel like we just got to, all three phases, we got to play well. Defense doing anything, offense, everybody making plays on both sides, all three phases of the ball. I feel like we got the confidence that it showed that we win it.
Seen a couple long, time-consuming drives from the offense. How do you like that as a defense?
I love that, man. As a defense, we need that break sometimes. So, when we get that break, we come back out there fresh.
What's it like to see them take the ball with 8 minutes and basically kill the clock?
I love that shit. Yeah.
All right, any more?
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Miles, what did you think about getting the ball as often as you did in this game?
It was good for me. But the O-line did their job today. Proud of those guys up front. I know hasn't been what we wanted in the past, but I think we took that step today against a very good D-line. And, yeah.
This is another game where the offense is starting to really generate those chunk plays, really work their way down the field in the run and the pass game. What do you think is starting to click for you guys?
I think just over the time that we've had, I mean, it's been a long season. I mean, we didn't start how we wanted to, but I think we're just getting more hungry, getting used to it, and I mean, I don't know, just turned out the way it did today. We were just working hard today.
You've been on these teams in past recent years when you haven't started off the way you wanted to, and now you're starting to put wins together. Do you get that same feel from maybe 2019, 2020, where you guys are starting to kind of click mid-season, late season?
No, I just think about it as I think every team's different. I think we're just starting to click, like you said, and just starting to work. I think we had a good week of practice this week. I think that contributed a lot to it. So, I mean, yeah.
Miles, this is I think the fifth game in a row that you've had at least 15 touches. After starting the season in kind of a timeshare, for lack of a better word, you feel like this recent stretch has allowed you to get into a better rhythm?
A little bit. I don't think I played my best in the last couple of games. I think I played all right today. I got to go look at the film. But I think just to keep working, whatever it may be. Obviously, with Malcolm going down a couple weeks back, my workload kind of picked up a little bit. But I look at every week as just its own. So just keep working, keep your head down, and then just keep working.
Miles, on your touchdown catch, I don't know if you saw a replay after, but Tua delivered the ball. He was about to get crunched. After seeing the replay or understanding what happened, what do you think about his performance on that play?
He was doing his job. I think Flo here, so y'all should probably talk to him. He was doing his job, did great. Had a great game today. So, yeah, y'all got Flo now.
How does it feel to get a third straight win and a road win in the division?
I think it's always good to win. Our guys played hard for 60 minutes. We knew it would be a tough game and a tough environment against a tough team. That's what we got. We were able to make enough plays, or a few more plays than they made.
Ryan, this is another game where you guys are able to generate those chunk plays that we've asked you a lot in the run and the pass game. What do you think has worked today and has worked in recent weeks?
I think it's really a series of things. Good preparation in meetings and walkthrough and practice, execution in practice, and then that gives you a chance to execute in the game. So we're seeing some of that. I think and we made enough today. But we'll just keep preparing the way we've been preparing and try to string good days together.
Miles said that you guys had a good week of practice. You've sort of piggybacked on that, obviously your head coach. What does a good week of practice look like?
Good energy, good preparation. When I ask questions in a meeting, guys have the answers. They have a good understanding of what we're trying to do, what our opponent's strengths and weaknesses are. So when asked, they can answer, and then it looks like they understand, the things that we talked about in meetings, in practice. So that's kind of generally, that's kind of the thinking.
What led first to the sloppiness of the first half, and then the way the team played in the second half?
I think it always comes down to execution. So our operation, getting in and out of the huddle, offensively, defensively in the kicking game, communication, and look, you got to give credit to the Jets. I mean, they created some situations that forced some communication issues for us. I thought they did a nice job and had a nice game plan. So credit to them. They played hard. They made some plays for sure, and we just made a few more plays than they did.
Last two games we've seen like what we call trick plays, where it's some of the reverses, the attempted pass with Albert Wilson. I mean, has there been in the coaching room more concerted efforts to say like, hey, let's be more creative. Let's try to get defenses kind of catch them off guard.
I think we always want to be creative, really, in all three phases, and you got to practice them. You got to feel good about them, about running them from practice, and we felt good about. Some of the plays we ran today, we ran them, had some success. Some of them we didn't really get executed the right way. I'm thinking about the one in the low red, but I think again we did enough. We always want to be creative and try to run plays that are going to get us positive plays, and some of those kind of trick plays allow us the opportunity to do that.
How did you feel about the execution at the end of the half? I'm sure you wanted to come away with points and must have been disappointed.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to kick a field goal. Jason missed it, but Jason came right back and made one at the end when we needed it. So.
With Tua's performance, obviously we saw a 65-yard touchdown pass. He threw the interception early. Where would you assess where he is right now after dealing with all that he's dealt with this season and finally returning the starter?
I think it's, I think he's getting better every time he steps out on the field. I think he made a lot of good decisions today. I thought we moved the ball, pretty efficiently, especially in the second half. Those drives in the second half are big drives, and I think we answered their score with a score, and then we were able to go up 2 scores with the next drive. So, Tua was leading the way from that standpoint. So I think he's playing well. I think he played well today, and he made enough. Obviously, there's some throws he wishes he had back, I'm sure. Some decisions he wishes he had back. I mean, I think we all feel that way. That's how everybody feels after a game. But he made enough plays for us to win.
Brian, I know you're from. Oh, go ahead, Al.
I'm sorry. I have to ask you about your shirt. It seems like you're paying tribute today.
Yeah, my uncle's a fireman. Or he was a fireman. He's retired now. He was very instrumental in my life. He gave me this shirt. His work for Ladder 1A team. They were one of the first firehouses to go in 9/11, and no one came out of there. So he's been very instrumental. He introduced me to football. So he gave me the shirt, and I figured this would be a good time to wear it.
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
I'll beat you to it.
I'm just polite.
Wanted to add, on that drive where you guys held possession for 6 minutes and drove the length of the field and Gaskin scored, how important is it to actually use your 4-minute offense and eat up that much possession of the clock?
I think at the end of the game, anytime, at the end of the game, with the lead, time is, we got to do. We always want to do a great job of kind of milking the clock, using as much time as possible. When you're on the other side of it, you want to conserve as much time as possible. So, that fourth quarter and that time of possession in the fourth quarter and really the second half is very important, something we talk about. We were able to execute it today. I thought we ran the ball. I thought we, picked up some third downs, some short yardage plays. Everyone contributed to that. It was Miles, Duke Johnson, Waddle, Durham. I think, we got contributions from a lot of different guys, and we were able to, string good plays together. And that's what we talked about, just stringing good plays together. Not having one good, one bad. That doesn't get it done in this league. Got to string them together. We were able to do that and, punch it in at the end, and those are the winning points.
I know it's right after the game. Do you have any updates on Jamal Perry and Trent Scarlett? Obviously, both were ruled out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't want to. We got to run some tests. I think before we. I don't want to give an initial diagnosis and and come back and tell you it was different tomorrow. So, but yeah, both guys are ruled out. We'll go through the gamut of tests, X-rays, MRIs, etc., and try to hopefully it's not that bad, but we'll have more information after we run those tests. Thanks, guys.
Ladder 118.
I think it's a book bag.
Welcome, by the way.
I appreciate it.
What's it like to contribute to, I mean, you've been here and you've seen nothing but wins, but what's it like to contribute to a win, especially in a game where you guys kill the clock with kill the 6 minutes off the clock?
Every little thing helps, and I think it goes back to actually, the guys on practice squad and the looks we get during the week, and offense and defense kind of get us ready for that moment, and it's just up to us to go and execute. So, I mean, for me, it was a good moment, especially doing it for my home team.
I was going to ask you, as a Miami kid, what does it mean to be playing for the Dolphins and winning and contributing?
I'm enjoying it. I'm taking it all in day by day. Just hoping I can keep it going.
What was it like to be unemployed in the NFL?
Man, it was happy medium. Because unemployed, yes, traveling a lot, trying to get on the team, trying to get it. Doors not opening, that's fine. I spent time at home with my family, kind of enjoying that. Because I know normally around that time I would be in someone's training camp, probably 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I took that time to really enjoy it with my family and stay home with my family, thinking I was going to be in a different state, but I ended up home, which is definitely the biggest blessing I can have.
When you are away from the game, what do you miss? What do you realize that, like, oh man, I missed this part?
I think it's the relationships. The relationships you create with the guys, the coaches, and just being around something that you've been doing since you was a kid. Whether it's new guys or old guys, ever since I was maybe 6, each year I've been introduced to a new group of guys, and just kind of learning, experiencing things with them, and just, kind of feeding off and just growing.
In order to get a couple of fourth quarter carries in your first game with the team, you must have earned some measure of trust with the coaches. How did you go about doing that after your arrival?
Just doing my job. Really just doing what they asked, whether it was special teams, practice squad. Just doing my job, not complaining, because I know everything that I do helps the team win, whether I'm actually in there or not.
So you're out there killing the first team defense?
I'm trying. I won't say killing, but I'll be trying.
So your connection to the Dolphins, how far back does it go as a spectator?
Since a kid. I think since I've been playing football for real. Just been the home team. I'm anything Miami, typically. Heat, Marlins, Panthers, Dolphins. So I'm a Miami guy. With the Miami Hurricanes, I'm Miami through and through.
I mean, you grew up in the neighborhood,
Yes.
in the shadow of the stadium, pretty much, right?
Yes, sir.
What are your memories of that?
My high school is maybe 10 minutes up the road. Won a national championship. Won the state championship my senior year in high school. Went my junior year. I have good memories. I still have a lot of friends and family that stays close. So it gives me a chance to go out to New Orleans, speak to the kids, hang out with the coaches, and just, continue my roots.
Favorite Dolphins player growing up was who?
That's tough. Because big three, Zach, Jason, Ricky is my big three.
Very good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
to the shirt with all the tears in it and everything?
It's in the past already. We're on to the next one. You know? But it translates. You see the little flashy shirts I wear? It translates. They just won't let me wear them in the game. I don't know what it is. They don't like my design style.
So can you break down your 65-yarder? That was the longest. I think the longest pass play of the season for you guys, or around that.
Yeah, it was, I think what really set it up is the run game. We were able to run the ball really well, especially that series, and that brings the defense down where you can hit a play action. And I was able to sneak behind them, and I guess the rest is history.
You got a gritty? I didn't see if you got a gritty or something.
Yeah, I got some new. It was a new gritty. While I was driving a car, I got to check the tape.
So did you pack the suit knowing you were about to do something big today?
No, so I always wear a suit away games, but I put it back on because in my rookie year, I used to change out of it, and one of the older dudes was like, "Mac, be a grown man, be a professional, put your suit back on, stop being the little kid." So ever since then, the suit always will go back on.
It's kind of like a dissonance. You got the suit, but you got the cornrows.
I got the Dewey too that matches, but I didn't want to bring it in here. You know, it would have been a little too much.
What, if anything, did you say to Tua after the touchdown pass and you guys celebrated and whatnot?
I told you. That's something we've talked about for a little while. Like, hey, it's there. And, like, the opportunity just finally hit, which is great. You know, it's great when things finally play out. Obviously, in practice, it plays out all the time because the defense is built for us to beat them and all that. But for it to work in the game is awesome.
The guy took a shot at you. Were you thinking there was going to be an issue to stay in?
Yeah, it was it's kind of like a quick decision. It's either you're going to have to cut back if the guy's over pursued. I'm going to have to stiff arm and try to get around. But I was just like, hey, if I gas it, I'll be able to kind of just tightrope it. And luckily he didn't try to like form tackle me. He tried to push me out of bounds, which allowed me to stay in bounds and slip right past the pylon.
So was that play designed for you?
I don't know if it was designed for me. There's three guys all running routes. I happen to be on the deep route. We had some underneath guys. And like I said earlier with the run game, everybody just dropped down. So when I slipped behind, it was it was the safety he was in the middle of the field, which that's a hard play for him to make all the way across when he's expecting run as well.
There are times that this offense, like when you came out to start the game, where you guys just churn out yards and first downs and points, and you almost make it look easy. I know it's not, but you make it look easy. And other times, like for the rest of the half where things were so difficult, how do you explain that roller coaster?
It's a National Football League. You know, the other side gets paid too. So you're going to have to kind of battle. It's not always going to be, there's days you see, there's always a team each week that wins by 50. And that's great. But in this league, everybody's great. You know, this league's designed for you to go 500 at the best. So you just got to be able to, you have a great drive early on. You might not have a good drive, but then at some point it's going to hit, and when they make a mistake, we have to capitalize on it. Because if they make a mistake and we don't, that might have been the one drive where we could have had a good wrap. And just like that on time, my man too. Told y'all, he always.
Everybody good?
Thanks, appreciate it, y'all.
You gotta break it down for us. How do you you seem like you're the master of the batted balls. How do you just manage to get your hands on the pass every single game?
Practice, instincts too. I know the ball's coming out hot, so best case scenario, just put your hands up and bat the ball down. That's how I'm going.
It didn't take too much time for you guys to get back there. He was getting rid of it pretty quick. I'm pretty sure you guys went into it thinking that, no? Yeah,
I know coming off the Baltimore game, I know they're going to have answers for it, so I know they were going to try to get rid of the ball quick. So the best thing you can do as a D-line and as a defense is just get your hands up and try to get there as fast as you can.
Can it be frustrating?
Yeah, it's frustrating, but it's still stopping them and making a play, so that's good.
Manuel, what do you feel like the defense did best today?
We played together. They had some good plays on us. We didn't go down. We just kept on fighting to the very end. I'm proud of us. So.
When the offense scores 24 points, how confident are you guys that you can take care of business and maintain the lead?
We just need them to do their job. We're going to do ours. It's a team sport. They got us some points, and we gave them put them back on the field. So, yeah.
All right, thanks, Major.
Thank you.
To that touchdown pass to Mac Hollins, what was going through your mind as you kind of evaded pressure there and see a wide open teammate down the field?
Yeah, it was a progression on that play. The play, and in the first progression of that play was Mike, and when I came off, of Mike, there were about 3 people, including the safety, who were on him. And then when I turned out, Mac was wide open, so I threw it down to him, and he made the play. Obviously, scored for us. Came back to the sideline and realized how open he was. So.
Are there many more Are there any plays in sports that are more relieving than going through your progressions and then seeing a guy that wide open?
I mean that's just part of the game. That's what I could say. It was definitely, a big sigh, for us offensively, because we really wanted to find our rhythm in the game. Obviously the interception turnover kind of stopped us, but I would say that's what I'm most proud of our offense. We continued to put our head down, continue to fight. We had some mishaps, but didn't matter. We just kept going.
With that drive where Miles scored, you guys basically ate up 6 minutes of 8 minutes left on the clock. How big is having one of those drives that kind of extinguish games?
I think those types of drives are very key, especially ending those drives in points. I think that's very key, and obviously that's kind of what we wanted to do this entire game. Didn't happen, but like I said, I'm very proud of just all 3 phases, just continuing to play and trying to play complementary football.
And the key to sustaining those long drives, of course, completing passes. You had a high completion percentage today. What were the keys for you in that area?
Just my keys, whoever I was reading in the RPO game, whatever my progressions, told me to work, that's kind of what I did.
Can you take us through the interception as well?
Yeah, it was just a bad ball. It would have had to have been a good throw to Jalen as well. There's some pressure. That's just part of the game. So we took that, and like I said, very proud of how we came back from that, to win the game. So
on the Myles Gaskin touchdown, it looked like you were about to get hit. Can you tell us about what happened in the moments just before that touchdown pass?
Yeah, I was really looking to hit Durham on a quick out that he had, and Durham was open, but I felt like I was late to that read, and so the next in my progression would have been Myles. So try to stand in there, and when Myles came in, just threw it to him.
So it seems like in recent weeks, or at least the past 2 games, you guys have really started to kind of reach in your bag with some of these trick plays. Have there been more discussions about just trying to test defenses and kind of catch them off guard and do kind of everything possible?
I just think we're trying to do everything possible for us offensively to, find ways to get the ball moving downfield. With these trick plays, if they're there, they're there. If they're not, then, live to play another down.
Especially on the first drive, there was a tempo used, a good tempo. What do you like about that when that's in play?
Well, I think the thing that I like about going fast-paced offense, tempo offense, is it forces the defense to communicate. With the linebackers to the back end to the D-line, what front they want to be in, all of that. And then when you do kind of get things going, those guys up front get a little tired, and so that's kind of what I would say I like about it.
Obviously, you're a young quarterback, but in the last 3 draft cycles, you're now the 3rd guy with Mac Jones and Kyler Murray with a winning record, in possession of a winning record. How much have you learned how hard it is to win in this league?
Well, I mean, I learned that last year. You know, it's not easy at all to win. And then obviously, you know, the mishaps and the ups and downs that we've had this year. But that's what you love about this game is you never know what's ever going to happen, and that's why you prepare. So I'd say that's the challenging part, and that's also the fun part of playing my position, but also playing football.
What have you taken from this season in terms of things that you're learning and adding to your bag?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I learned a lot more, you know, being able to play and then also kind of being on the sideline, understanding, you know, a little more of the protections, understanding where guys need to be within their route distribution. And then also for myself, you know, stepping up in the pocket, you know, maneuvering my way throughout the pocket and then finding the open guys.
How did you feel the O-line did today?
I think the O-line did good. I kind of put us in a bad situation towards the ending of the game, taking that sack. But then obviously it was a penalty, which was good. So, you know, it got wiped away. So other than that, I thought it was good.
So you said that, you know, watching the game from the sidelines while you're out has, you know, kind of helped you this year. Is that process something that you learned back at Bama your first year sitting behind Jalen?
You know, I would say no, only because, you know, the amount of information, you know, that you need to know. I mean, weekly, it's always different. It's not, you know, the same things you're really taking in to the game. It's always dependent on what the defense, you know, runs and what kind of, you know, coordinator it is. So it's different. You know, at Alabama, you just knew where the guys lined up and you just go out there and play. Whereas in the NFL, you got to know what everyone is doing and the protection, where you're hot. I mean, we can go on forever about that, but yeah.
Go on forever.
I'm not going to go on forever about that.
Break down the, you know, we said Matt kind of pretty official, but can you kind of break down the other shorts?
Oh, yeah, the pajamas? Yeah, I love Christmas. So, and I have 3 dogs, so I got dogs with, you know, Christmas hats on. That's all it is. Trust me, I'm thankful for a lot of things. I really am, but, I mean, Christmas is just, you know, I'm a big Christmas guy.
So you were a skip Christmas and begin celebration of Thanksgiving before Christmas guy?
No, I mean, what I'm saying is I'll wear Christmas things. Well, I'll still celebrate Thanksgiving. So, yeah, we'll probably have a couple teammates coming over this Thursday.
You're thankful for Christmas.
Thankful for Christmas, thankful for the Miami Dolphins, thankful for my teammates, thankful for my family. A lot to be thankful for. So. All right, thanks, guys.
So Najee kind of violated you, man.
Questions for Raekwon?
After you guys' big performance against the Dolphins, how do you guys think you kind of follow that up against the Jets today?
It was a little sloppy, but, you know, we got it done. Started off a little slow. You know, got the dub, so we're going to go back and, you know, look at the mistakes we made and try to correct them.
I wanted to ask you, because this is a collection of games where your presence has helped them limit teams and opponents to fewer than 100 yards. Do you feel like you're making that kind of impact?
Yeah, I am. Just, you know, it's a team effort, but, you know, I just try to get better and better as my position, you know. I try to control what I control.
How much pride do you take in the fact that you're kind of doing what everybody hoped that you would do for this defensive line?
I don't know. I just, you know, get it done. I mean, that's it. Do my job. That's what I get paid for.
With this performance that you guys did, how confident are you that you guys can defensively lock it down and contain teams if your offense can score 24 points?
I mean, when we all come together and communicating, you know, just everybody on the same page, and I mean, it's a great thing. when we all just on the same page.
What was it like for you when you were sitting and watching and could not play and watching the team struggle when they were losing?
You know, I mean, I couldn't do nothing about it. It was out of my control. But, you know, I was just in my head just looking at the little things. And then when my time to come, I would just, you know, just tell them what I took out of, like, being out that long, looking at the team and try to just get better and try to help out.
What's it like when at the end of games you can watch your offense put together these long, time-consuming drives and put a game away?
I mean, it was great. I mean, you know, I'm an early guy, so I was already done. I was already done when they went, you know, in their pass mode, so I was already done. I was done a little early, but, I mean, it was good watching them guys go, man. Tua throwing the ball down the field, getting it done.
So you do play defense in those 4-minute offense situations. What's it like when a team is just running it down your throat? You got to get them off the field, and there's really nothing that you could do.
When teams do that, it's just like, to all of it, it's just a slap in the face. You know, it just tell us we need to play our football, play Miami defense, and, you know, get them off the field.
Who did your chain, man?
Man, a guy in Houston, Zoe Frost.
Oh, he does a lot of good, like a lot of players stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal.
I don't know. I mean, do all my jury, so.
What does it say? Because we can't read it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of blind.
They say Meridian. They say Meridian. It's my hometown. Yeah.
You know Crit at all?
Who? Yeah, I do.
Like personally?
I wouldn't say personally, but I mean, you know, we say what's up when we see each other in the same area.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
What's it like to see everybody get these big plays and you haven't caught a 65-yarder from Tua yet?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
What's it like to see everybody like Matt get these big plays and you haven't caught a 65-yarder from Tua yet?
Man, it's exciting, man. You feel me? It's a play that we like went through, and ain't nothing like when the play you worked on actually working the game. So it's exciting. I'd be happy for everyone when they number called and they make the most of it.
How close were you to breaking that one on the sideline? I think it was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I was close. I thought I had it, man. We did a good job of making sure I got out of bounds, but I thought I was going to tightrope. I seen a lot of green though.
Yeah, it seems like whenever you guys reach like the red area, like the tight red area, you get inside the 10-yard line. It seems like they're always looking to put the ball in your hands. I mean, how does that feel as a playmaker on the team?
It's good. Like just knowing that they trust me to have the ball in them type of situations and critical downs like that. So it's good, and feel good throughout the week just knowing that.
What impressed you most about Tua today?
I mean, that really impressed me. Like he played good or like that like all the time. So nothing really impressed me or like wowed me. It's just the usual. He came to work.